All right, next week is Harbor Freight's August parking lot sale, and it might be the biggest parking lot sale they've had yet. And I'm going to say this, if you're just now finding out about this, why? Because I did a video about this on June 26th. I'm doing this video because this past week I had a whole bunch of people going, hey, did you hear about the parking lot sale? Brother, are you not subscribed? There is no channel that covers Harbor Freight more in-depth, has more insider information, has more direct contacts with Harbor Freight. We're the ones who get you all the news and save you all the money, so I don't know why you're not subscribed. But if you missed out or you just want to hear what the best of is starting this week, let's go check it out. I should say starting next week. Because it starts on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You got to be inside track if you want first dibs on this stuff, and some of it's going to sell out fast. We're going to talk about what here. Now, anything you see here with a blue highlight on it, that's the kind of stuff I'm saying. This is a good buy. This is something I think you should consider. If it's green, it's like, this is it. You need to buy it now. So we're looking at the U.S. General 30-inch 5-drawer mechanics cart coming in at, was a $197, $198, call it what it is. Fact of the matter is, has it gone lower? A little bit, just a little bit. But the prices on this have been going higher and higher each and every year. And there's tons of you who are going, man, I wish I bought that 5 years ago when I could have gotten it for $120. And you're all in the same boat. Buy it, it's not going to get any cheaper, folks. $197 is a solid kind of buy it price on this. You might save a few bucks. I think it goes down to like $196 or $195 or something. Someone's going to chime in, I got it for $100. Yeah, that's great. This is a solid price on this. So if you've been holding off on it, buy it. Don't skip on the gray. Of course, the gray, it looks way better in person than it does in the photos. I like all my stuff in white, but hey, that's just me. Daytona 3-ton low-profile rapid pump jack. It's decent. It's not my favorite. It's not the low-profile long reach, which is my favorite, or the Super Duty, but it's a solid jack. The Predator 5000, that is a great generator. It's an okay price. I'm not excited about it. The Titanium Easy Flux 125 amp welder for $130 is like, that's it. That's the starter welder. If you want to just basically hot glue some metal together, the Easy Flux is the way to do it. $130 is a fantastic price on it. Just get it on that one. Now, we got to talk, you see it at the bottom, 30, 40, 50. This is it. This is why this is going to be a just going off kind of sale, and why you're going to want to get your Inside Track membership if you don't already have it. I know you all do. Anyway, let's take a look at this. So what we're looking at here, let me, if I can, my screen will pay attention. There we go. We got 30, 40, 50. Now, first one, 30% off any Apache cases. I got to tell you, I worked with Pelican cases for years. I think I still have a Pelican case around. Pelican's great. It's a fantastic case. For the money, it's not even close. The Apache cases just blow them out of the water for the price point. They're within spitting. Are they as good as a Pelican? No, I'm not going to sit here and tell you they are as good as a Pelican. Will they perform as good as a Pelican? I think they probably will. And for what the stuff I'm using it for, they're more than good enough. I'm absolutely in love with the Apache cases, especially coming up with the season that we all know is coming around, starting fairly soon, that YouTube doesn't like me to talk about, but it puts the racks on the wall and the meat in the freezer, if you know what I mean. Anyway, good stuff for that. So let's go on to the next thing. Now, the next one that everyone's probably excited about has got to be the gloves, right? The gloves. I know you're like, what's talk about the gloves? Let's talk about the ratchets, because the ratchets are where it's out. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can zoom in on this here. I keep trying to put it off screen. Anyway, Icon ratchets. Now remember, there's good, better, best at Harbor Freight. Pittsburgh, Quinn, and then Icon there. That's your 3 tiers of ratchets. Icon are the tool truck alternative. They're fantastic ratchets. If anybody tells you otherwise, they're lying through their teeth. I know diesel mechanics, heavy line diesel mechanics, use Icon ratchets each and every day. They seem to work for them. They manage to do it. Those guys are like my age. If some old dude can do it, then I don't know what you're doing wrong with your ratchet. Fact is, you're probably trying to use it as a breaker bar. Anyway, 40% off. Let that sink in. 40% off any Icon ratchet. Now, I don't think it'll work on the ratcheting, the torque wrenches, but you could try. Point is this, 40% off. Why are they doing 40% off? Let me just say, next year is going to be a big year for Icon. So, 40% off. They're trying to clear these out for something. Get them now. I mean, wouldn't it suck if you bought like the existing Icon ratchet, and then next year they at some point in the future, let's say they replaced them and came up with updated ones, and these have a lifetime warranty, and then it broke, and oh my gosh, you had to get a new one. That would be terrible, wouldn't it? Anyway, Icon ratchets 40% off, tool truck grade quality. I don't care what anybody says. You can fight me over it. It's been proven time and time again. When Icon first launched, a lot of haters came out of the woodwork. Oh, it's crap. Harbor Freight can't make this, blah, blah, blah. There's not little elves in the back of Harbor Freight making this. They're working with the factories that make the same tools for other tool trucks. So fools out there just don't understand the way the world works. These are quality ratchets, and at that price, there's nothing close. And that's why you need to get your inside track. Remember, Harbor Freight doesn't pay for these ads. I'm not sponsored by Harbor Freight. They do send us free tools now and then. They don't even pay affiliate dollars, all right? I could be like some of the other channels going, oh, you have to buy Gear Wrench, have to buy Gear Wrench. By the way, I need to get my paycheck. No, I'm telling you Icon because it's the best deal for you. I swear to God it is. Anyway, which isn't to say I don't have Gear Wrench, which isn't to say I don't have, tons of other ratchets. But when it comes to picking up a ratchet, it's either them or Tecton. I got to tell you, the new soft grip from Tecton, the comfort grip, is actually kind of nice. I kind of like it. But 9 times out of 10, I'm grabbing an Icon ratchet. All right. Anyway, let's see here. The gloves, 50% off on the gloves. That's nice. All right, let's keep going to the next page. We got the high shop fans. I don't know. Fans, the heat of summer, it's probably already here. If you don't already have a fan, you're already suffering, and you're not going to buy one anyway. So let's talk about the Bauer high torque impact wrench. For the money, for $145, you're getting the battery, you're getting the charger, and you're getting for an entry-level high torque. This is a great deal. It's brushless. It's got good solid power. If you're in the Bauer line, this is the one you want to get. If you're trying to think about, should I get into the Bauer line, this might be the one that pushes you over the edge. It's a solid deal on that. The Portland pressure washer at $65. Again, I'm not going to tell you it's the best pressure washer out there because it's clearly not. But it's a decent pressure washer. And if you just want to get things wet, wash down the car, some of the siding, you're not trying to take paint off of something or whatnot, this will do it. And for $65, it's a pretty good deal. All right. We got the Hercules kit there starting at $97. Here's the nice thing about this kit. You get the full kit, you get brushless, you get the battery, you get the charger. By the way, brushless Hercules, 5-year warranty if you're not up to speed on that. And speaking of up to speed, Donut, man, if you guys are watching Donut, they're hemorrhaging talent over there, aren't they? Anyway, by the way, if you want to find a good channel to check out, Collector Car Feed, go check them out. I may be making a guest appearance on there sometime soon. Those guys are a lot of fun. Anyway, they're kind of where if the guys who watched Donut made their own channel, that's what that would be. Anyway, this battery, 4 amp hour battery. This is not like just a little standard battery. These are the 21700 cells high output. This is my favorite battery. Does the 5 amp battery get you a little more juice? Maybe a little bit, but I like the slim nature on this, and I think it just works better for me. Let's see what else we got here. We got the airless paint sprayer. Somebody was just asking me today, hey, what's the best air compressor for painting my house? Most house paint is latex paint. It's too thick to run through an air compressor. You got to get an airless sprayer. Avanti is a great bang for the buck option right there. We got the Prime Power batteries. The blue ones are okay. The yellow ones are bad. They're not ripe yet. But the blue ones are pretty good. $5 for that. That's not too bad. Moving blankets. A lot of great uses for the moving blankets. You can use them for sound dampening. You can use them for moving stuff, cushioning things. They have their uses. They're not the best in the world, but at $5 you can buy 2 and still save money. Microfiber cleaning cloths. Got to have a pack of those around. The ratcheting tie downs, they're all right. I use them as secondary. I don't use them as like primary support kind of thing. The blue tarps, we know about that. If it's not moving, cover it with a blue tarp. If it's on a trailer or the back of a truck, you're going to want to get a better tarp. That blue one will not hold up. Of course, Harbor Freight bucket for $3. Let's keep going here. We got Bauer, the two 3 amp hour batteries for $80. It's an all right deal. I'm not a big fan of the kits that they have at Bauer. I wish they'd go to brushless on those kits. Bauer needs to step up. We need brushless kits for Bauer. Harbor Freight, you listening? The stapler is pretty decent. I will say this: the short throw random orbit polisher is tried and true. And I know very few guys who are serious about car care who don't have one of these. And I'm talking pros as well. Like you go to a pro shop, you'll probably see one sitting in a bucket or in a corner off somewhere that they use all the time. It's a workhorse, and they get the extended warranty on it, and they just chew through those suckers. The drill press is decent at $74, but that sander, if you're looking for that stainless sander, now of course I spent more money. I got the bigger sanders. Well, at this point, Harbor Freight sent them to me, but I've had the Win. I've had two of the Wins. I had the Rigid, the original one. That's the spindle slash belt orbital sanders. They're fantastic, but they're more than double the price. If you're on a budget, this is a great sander to start with. I did a whole video about how most of these come out of the same factory, and it really doesn't matter just as long as it has the features you want on it. And for $90, nothing else is coming close. That's the way to go. All right, let's keep going. We're going to go to the next one here. All right, first up, we got here in the green. It's the Universal Portable Bandsaw Benchtop Stand. This thing takes your portable bandsaw and turns it into a chop saw slash vertical saw. So it can work in the vertical position, it can lock in the vertical position, even has a little table you can bolt in. And oh my gosh, it's a game changer. You get that with the electric foot pedal. You know, the saw plugs into the pedal plugs into the wall. Then you can stand there, use two hands on the piece, and you operate the speed with your foot. Freaking-tastic, all right? Every shop should have this. Every shop should have this. At $90, when it came out, I think it was $100, and I couldn't understand how they could do it at $100 because this is not something new. It's been out for a while, but usually sells around $200. This thing came out at $100, and now it's at $90. Good luck finding one, all right? Hopefully they're everywhere, but last I heard, they were kind of hard to find, and at $90, they're going to blow clean out. All right, we got the Hercules sliding miter saw. Fantastic sliding miter saw. Best 12-inch bang for the buck saw. $300 is the solid basement price. Has it dropped a little bit below? It has. This is the buy it now price if you've been looking for it. The Chicago Electric 10-inch miter saw, not my favorite. I don't think it's well made. It's the old school kind of Harbor Freight. Basically 1 out of 3 are just not right. You got to take it back. But if you get one that's right, apparently it works. A lot of people like it. I'm not trying to hate on your saws, but it's not my choice. I don't recommend it. Avanti, again, airless paint sprayer. If you got small projects, that's a solid one. Then down below that, we get the Vulcan. Oh my gosh, the Vulcan here. This is the go-to. This is the one everyone wants. It's the Omni Pro 220 Industrial Multi-Process Welder, 120 or 240. It does it all. MIG, flux core, DC TIG, and DC stick. Yes, it doesn't do AC. I get it, but you know what? It does almost everything, and it's on sale right now for $850. Everything else here is just kind of a nice to buy kind of thing. Other than, of course, I'm not a big fan of the rotary toolkit down there, but apparently I'm asking too much of it. A lot of people told me I was wrong. I said it was underpowered. They're like, it's fine for what we do. If you're doing light duty stuff, I get it. I will say this, the titanium step drill bit is actually pretty useful for $750. That's a useful little item. Let's keep going. We got the Predator here. We got the pressure washer for $300. It's a solid one. The Earth Auger for $189. Again, solid. All running Predator engines, which of course, just like the generators, rock solid. The solar panel, I've talked about the solar panel. It's a good bang for the buck at $90. But what I'm talking about down though is, and let me zoom out here if I can do it, is the wrong way. The liquidation sale. Now, here's what I just heard from today. One of our insiders reached out to me and said, "Hey, I heard that on Sunday they're going to blow out all of their as-is open box stuff for 40% off whatever the already marked price is." Now, what this means for you is you're rolling the bones. You got to sit there and go, do I wait? Because you're going to go on a Monday and you're going to see this thing and it's going to be marked down and you really want it. And you're like, do I wait? Do I wait for this weekend? Because remember, Monday through Thursday is inside track only. Only they can buy those things at the discount. On Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is when the real discounts start hitting. And usually it ticks down a little bit. Again, this is when it pays to get to know your manager. And, be nice, be friendly, whatnot. But I want to hear, if any of you wait until Sunday and you score that mega deal, I want to hear it down in the comments. I want to hear what you got. My best deal so far, I got two good ones. I got the 17-inch drill press one time for $125. Fantastic drill press for $125. And I got a Predator with the last time, or they made the really big vertical shaft, like for going in like a riding lawnmower. $700 engine. I got it for $100. So those are my two giants. I picked up a metal lathe, the bigger of the two metal lathes, and I got that. I think it was for $180 on a Sunday. Well, that's a pretty good one. Not quite as good as the other two, but maybe as good. Anyway, let's get back into the deals. We got on this page. This page is a whole lot of it's all right. Shop stool, 50 bucks, so that's normal. Outdoor lights, 20 bucks, so that's normal. The hand truck, $65, that's normal. The Bunker Hill caliber ammo box, great ammo box, $3, that's pretty normal. These are all just kind of normal prices. I can tell you right now, I really wish I had bought that fly swatter because I got a couple flies in my shop right here driving me nuts. I need to pick up one of those. All right, let's keep going. So next page, here we got the Icon not ratchets, the Icon, I'm still thinking about those ratchets. The Icon anti-slip grip professional combo wrench set for 14 piece for $70. Here's what I want to hear. I want to hear what you think is a better deal than that. Because the anti-slip, I love the anti-slip. It's got the little teeth in there, so it really grips. It will, if you got bolts that are going to be visible, use the box end if you can. Don't, because they will mar the bolt a little bit or a lot, depending on how much pressure you have to put on it. But they're fantastic wrenches. They really are. They're just, every time I pick them up, I'm like, it feels good to use this wrench. I know I'm going to get work done with this wrench. Then to the right of that, we got the Yukon versus the US General. I did a whole video comparing these two models, the 42-inch US General versus the 46-inch Yukon. I have both of them in the shop, both in white, the way it's supposed to be. And anyway, I got to tell you, you feel the difference instantly. But the question is, at the end of the day, it's a box that holds your stuff. Honestly, if I had a little bit more space, I would probably line my walls with those Yukon boxes. They're so great for workspace and storage. They're fantastic. But the US General is just, it's a step above. But let's look at this one right here. We got the Icon locking flex head ratchet and bit set, 35 piece, normally 40 bucks, on sale 37% down to $25. Now some people are going to say that's because they're phasing it out because they have a new model coming in. Now my insiders do tell me there is a new model coming in. I don't know if this is getting phased out for the new model or if the new model is going to be a different set, having more like mini socket heads and stuff like that. We're gonna have to wait and see, but at $25, it's a buy it now price. You should have one of these at home, one of them in the car, and one of them at your workshop. They're just a go-to. You will find uses for them you never thought of. They're fantastic. It's one of those must-have meme kind of tools that Harbor Freight sells. They always sell out. This is, again, going to sell out, so you're going to want to have that Inside Track membership. Remember, I don't get paid for this. I don't get paid to tell you to buy Inside Track. I'm doing it because I think it's the right thing to do. You can look back. You can look back in the day. I said many times, Inside Track it was all right. It didn't really make a ton of sense. It was all right. Harbor Freight has changed and made Inside Track more important. So if you want to save money, then you have to be an Inside Track membership. And I know a lot of people are like, I'm not paying to save money. Dude, it's just math, man. You can fight the man all you want, but at the end of the day, if you want to spend more money so you can stand up and say, I didn't buy the Inside Track, brother, that's on you. All right, let's keep going. The rest of the stuff, I've talked about it. It's good deals, not great deals. All right, let's go on to the next one. All right, actually, I do want to go back. I do want to talk about this. The McGraw air compressors, 50 bucks. I get it. I did the whole video here, and if you missed it, I did a video talking about these little wind air dusters, I would say wind machines. It's insane how much power they put out here. Like, that's at 1, 2, 3. I know, and I probably just blew out your eardrums, and I apologize. I said I apologize. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, I still love these things, but it's 70 bucks for that versus $50 for one of these. I get it. The small pancake and hot dog, especially if you want to run nailer stuff like that, totally makes sense. We got a couple of the Pittsburgh jacks over here. $95 for your choice 3-ton low profile or 2-ton low profile. Why would you get the 2-ton versus the 3-ton? Easy. It's lighter, a lot lighter. So if you have to move it around or something, that's why you'd get the 2-ton. If that's all you need, then don't have to carry the heavier one. All right, and then let's go on here. We got the larger, again, the 8-gallon. It just doesn't make sense to me. I would say get the smaller pancake ones or get a bigger air compressor like that Fortress 27-gallon down there. $350. That's the standard sale price, but it doesn't really go lower than that. And that is just a banging air compressor. It's not going to blow your ears. It's not ultra quiet, but it's not ultra loud either. It's a fantastic air compressor. Pairs well with that Earthquake XT right next to it, 1/2-inch composite air impact wrench. And then, of course, the solid rubber wheel chock. I'm like, if you have a trailer, RV, anything that needs wheel chocks, $5. It's a no-brainer. I've had them, used them with my trailers for years, and I still do it. I still recommend them. The red shop towels. I hate those things. I hate them. I know some people like them. Some people use them. They're fine with them. I'm not a fan. They leave little red fibers everywhere. It's like a contaminant in your shop. There's got to be better shop towels out there. I would just make my own tear-up pants and shirts and whatnot. So I'll be okay with that. You saw the flight? Did you see him? I'm gonna get him. All right. Anyway, the 12-inch tool bag. I was trying to remember the name of it. Something with a V, Venture or something. Anyway, absolutely love Voyager. I absolutely love these bags. I use them for everything. I use them for tools. I use them for traveling. All sorts of stuff there. Make fantastic bags. $4 on that. The SAE Metric Star folding set. I don't care what you say. I think they're junk. There's better options out there. And then the pry bar. It's all right. It's a pry bar set. All right. So anyway, there we go. That's the deals on there. That's what I think about them. That's what's going on. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're looking for in the sale down below. I'd love to hear your comments. While you're down there, why don't you think about subscribing? Because otherwise you would have heard about this over a month ago. And you would have already planned out all your deals and all your purchases for the summer. Brother, we try to get you the best deals as soon as we can, and we've been doing this a long time. 9 years. 9 years I've been doing YouTube now on this channel, covering tools and covering Harbor Freight. So if there's anybody who's going to get you the information sooner rather than later, it's going to be us. So make sure you subscribe. Throw a like if you can while you're down there. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.